Hey, this is the C&D channel. I'm Chris. This is Dave, and this is MMA for you. We're going to be doing our predictions for Bellator 48, which is going to happen on MTV2 on August 20th.
Awesome. Dude, are you excited with this fight?
Yeah, man. Dude, you got the Bellator featherweight tournament finals going on. You get to see Konrad, who's a heavyweight prospect that's on the UFC. The return of Ricco Rodriguez to like one of the bigger stages. This is great stuff, man.
Nice. So, what do you think about this final?
Man, this I wanted to see Pat Curran versus Ronnie Man in the finals, but they already fought each other in the semis. But this is definitely the fight that I think most people wanted to see. Marlon Sandro versus Pat Curran, man. Awesome stuff, right?
Now, Pat Curran, man, he necktied the Perumi, right?
Man, Palomino, man. He just got a proven necktie first round, dude.
Damn. Well, let's talk about the fight.
Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, let's start with the prelim card and go on to the main card. Okay, first fight of the night, we have Sal Almeida versus Tateki Matsuda. I got Sal Almeida winning this one. He's 9-1, only 20.
You not support your Asian buddy?
No.
He's Asian, dude. Come on. I know it's Japanese, but he's still Asian. Come on, it's pretty good. 3 KO, TKO. You know, the guy's not bad. Why you not support your Asian brother?
You know, man, Almeida is only like 22 years old, dude.
So he's young. So what?
And he also trains with the Nogueira brothers, man. Great camp, man. Gotta go with Sal Almeida for this.
Okay. Next.
Next right after that, we have the guy that lost to Richard Hale by a reverse triangle choke versus Nick Ficchetti versus Mark Griffin.
So who you got?
I got Nick Ficchetti winning this one.
Me too.
Yeah. Trains out of Extreme Couture. I mean, it kind of sucks. I mean, you remember the fight where, Richard Hale is kind of like behind, gets a reverse triangle behind him. He's standing. And then he just kind of falls over.
Yeah.
But I think he can come back from that loss.
I think he will, because this is time for him to redeem himself, right?
You know it, man. Interesting fact about Ficchetti, he's also has a victory over Strikeforce up-and-comer Aubin St. Preux, OSP.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Gotta get Nick Ficchetti to win this one.
Okay.
The next fight after that is Brian Autry versus Ryan Quinn.
Right?
Yeah, I got Brian Autry. He has a lot of wins by submission. A lot of these fights, there's a lot of these fights here that are just going to be like local fights.
Yeah. Local
fighters. So this one's kind of a pick 'em. I'm going with Autry.
The local heroes, man.
Yep. Next fight after that, same deal. Local fighters. Andrew Calandrelli versus Matt Nice.
Nice.
I'm
sorry. She's so nice I pick Andrew. Alright, next.
Same here, man. Yeah, next right after that, we have John Clark versus Dan Kramer.
John, right?
You know what, man? I'm going with Dan Kramer. He's 3-0. Yeah, man.
Well, what's up with that? Like, John got a win.
So?
He got KO, TKO. This guy's he's a striker. He can fight. What are you saying here? Dan
Kramer's like 3-0 in Bellator. He's looking really good. He's fought mainly in the prelims, but escaped winning. Beat Josh Salmon, who's a guy I was cheering for in his last fight. Trains out of American Top Team in Florida, who's one of the top MMA training camps in the world.
All right.
I'm actually curious to see if Dan Kramer's gonna step up to the Bellator main cards after this. I mean, he just keeps winning. Yeah, it's 3-0 in Bellator, man.
That's pretty good. Good.
So let's go on to the main card. We got Rene Nazare versus Juan Barrante.
You got Rene, right?
We got Rene, man. This guy's undefeated, dude.
There's no question asked.
Man, 2-0 in Bellator. So this is the case of a guy that's been fighting in the undercards, kind of like Dan Kramer, but I think because he's having like good wins. I think he won his last fight by rear naked choke or something. Oh, wow. He's 2-0 in Bellator. BJJ specialist. Got him to win this one.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So who's next?
Next fight after that, we have UFC veteran Seth Petruzelli and he's the guy who killed Kimbo Slice with a jab, versus former UFC champion Ricco Rodriguez.
So who do you pick?
I got Ricco Suave Rodriguez, man.
Ricco? Why? Why Ricco?
Man, in his last Shark fights, dude, he did a rear naked choke on this poor fellow. And he's on a 12-fight win streak. He's just finding a career resurgence. I think he's going to do well, man. He's finally getting in one of the bigger stages.
I agree with you, but you know Ricco has questionable cardio, right?
So does Seth Petruzelli.
Okay. Well, okay, fine. You know, it's gonna be an interesting fight. One with.
Who do you have, man?
I Seth, man. Of course, man. The guy has a TKO KO power, dude. You know, he keep me on the ground and then knock you down. You know, before you even touch me, man.
This is the guy that beat Kimbo Slice with a jab.
I know, right? Can you imagine that kind of power? Kimbo is not a small guy, dude. So I think it's pretty much staying out for a second. I'm gonna kick your butt.
Speaking of grappler versus striker, the co-main event, we have Bellator heavyweight champion Konrad versus UFC veteran Paul Buentello.
Konrad, man, super wrestler, dude. He gonna take you down.
Yeah, man.
Why are you shaking your head, dude?
What do you mean? I got Konrad winning.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Of course, Konrad, right?
I just don't see how Paul Buentello can keep the fight standing. If you know,
there's no way, dude.
Yeah, it just most of the people, and especially since Buentello is mainly a striker. You know, it's not like he's has tremendous takedown defense or anything.
I know he's a veteran, he has experience, but so is Konrad, right?
Konrad's, he's still relatively new in MMA. You know, he's undefeated.
Okay.
He's one of the only heavyweights outside the UFC that is, a pretty big prospect, actually. He's still relatively young. He's still in his, mid-20s.
Okay.
A little towards the late 20s, if I'm not mistaken. Trains with Brock Lesnar as well, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very impressive. All right, the main event. Let's not wait.
The main event, we have Pat Curran versus Marlon Sandro.
You know who I'm picking, right?
You got my guy, Pat Curran, man. That guy's awesome, dude.
That guy is so good with the jiu-jitsu. I'm not picking him.
What? Dude, you were touting him earlier in the show, man.
Well, but remember have the KO power, dude. He's a black belt jiu-jitsu, too. Yeah. Man, he would take one and give one,
Yeah, no, man. He's definitely. Ronnie Mann seemed too tentative to strike for Pat Curran, but I think Marlon Sandro definitely won't have. He'll definitely push forward.
Yeah.
I do feel that Pat Curran is definitely more well-rounded, striking, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Stand up. He's really good defensively. It's hard to hit clean.
Well, I know, but the thing is, Mike has a really good chain. I mean, especially the fact that he would take one and give one.
Yeah, man. Sandro's good, man. I mean, he trains with UFC featherweight champion Jose Aldo. Out of Nova União. I mean, good camp, but Pat Curran. I mean, this guy, when he cut down to 145, I mean, he's looking more aggressive and just a lot tighter with his stuff at 145.
Nice.
Bigger, too.
Well, regardless, either they take him staying out, they take him on one, it's going to be a fantastic fight.
This would be a great fight, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome,
man. So, yeah, that's it for our Bellator 48 predictions. If you have any comments, leave them below.
And please, leave your question. If you have any question, leave comments. If you have any comments, subscribe us.
Cool, man. And that's it for MMA for you. Thank you very much.
Done.